I know sardines are not for everyone. You either love them or you absolutely hate them. They are strong, salty, and oily. Some people grew up eating them and think they are normal. Other people open a tin and immediately regret every life decision that led them there. So I get it. But in today's video, I'm gonna make a really strong case for why you should be eating sardines every single day. And if not every day, at least 3 times per week. Because once you understand what they can do for your body, they're gonna sound a lot more appealing. And if by the end of this video you're still not convinced, stay with me, because I have a genuinely foolproof way to add them into your diet without the fishy taste. So you really have no excuse. So let's start by talking about what happens to your body when you eat sardines consistently. Benefit 1 is something people notice within weeks. Your skin changes. Sardines are extremely high in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA and EPA. And these are different than the omega-3s you find in chia seeds and flax seeds. Those omega-3s your body has to convert and can't convert them very efficiently. If it doesn't convert them, they just act like any other type of fat. So you don't actually get the anti-inflammatory properties. But in fatty fish like sardines, they're already pre-converted. And that's why they can directly influence inflammation in your skin. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of acne, redness, puffiness, and premature aging. Omega-3s help balance the inflammatory pathways that keep your skin calm and resilient. But that's not all. Sardines are also rich in marine collagen precursors and amino acids. Collagen is not just about vanity. It's structural. It supports your fascia, your joints, your gut lining, and your skin elasticity. When people pay for marine collagen powders, this is what they're chasing. Sardines give you the building blocks in a whole food form. Now, omega-3 plus collagen support, that's a powerful combination for skin texture, hydration, and overall glow. Benefit number 2 is brain function. Your brain is largely fat, and DHA is one of the most important structural fats in our brain. Low DHA intake has been associated with poor mood regulation, reduced cognitive clarity, and slower reaction time. When you consistently consume DHA through food, you're literally changing the fatty acid composition of your brain over time. People often report more mental clarity, fewer afternoon crashes, and a more stable mood when they increase their omega-3 intake. This is not magic. It's giving your brain the nutrients it needs. And this next one is where sardines quietly outperform a lot of supplements. And this one surprises a lot of people. Sardines can support muscle strength and performance, and in ways that other protein sources can't. Sardines are a complete protein source, meaning they include all the essential amino acids in balanced amounts. But they also naturally contain a small amount of creatine, which is a supplement that has been all over my feed recently. And to be fair, for a good reason. There's a lot of solid research behind it. Creatine is one of the most studied compounds in sports science for improving strength and muscle performance. But newer research also shows that it helps to support the brain. And you don't need large doses from sardines to benefit. Even a small natural amount adds up over time, especially when combined with quality protein. And when you eat the bones, which you should, that also adds in high quality calcium. Protein, calcium, creatine, omega-3. That combination is not common in one food. And it is extremely powerful. Benefit number 4 is related to metabolic health and blood sugar stability. Sardines are extremely low in carbohydrates. That means they don't spike blood sugar, and they don't require a lot of insulin to process. When you eat protein and fat-rich foods like sardines, you create stability. Now, if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know that I put a huge emphasis on insulin resistance, and more specifically, on reversing insulin resistance, and doing it naturally when possible. Stable blood sugar means lower insulin spikes. Lower insulin means your body can access stored fat more efficiently. Sardines make it easier to stay in fat burning mode. They keep your blood sugar stable and your insulin low, which helps to improve insulin sensitivity over time. And benefit number 5 is really a whole bunch of benefits in one, and that's micronutrient density. Now, we've spoken about a few nutrients that sardines are rich in, but that's really only scratching the surface. They also contain 25% of your daily intake of vitamin D3, which is critical, especially in winter, or if you're not getting consistent sunlight. They contain a whopping portion of vitamin B12, which might be a bit low if you're on prescription drugs like metformin, or if you don't eat a lot of red meat or seafood. They contain iodine, which supports thyroid function. And if you've watched my videos on iodine, you will know that a lot of people are low in it and have no idea. They contain selenium, calcium, phosphorus, and trace minerals that work synergistically. Not isolated, not synthetic. Whole food. And all of these nutrients, when you consume them together, they work together. Have I convinced you yet? Let me know in the comments down below. Yes or no? If you're still thinking, absolutely not, I cannot stand the taste, this is where you might expect me to say, just deal with it. But luckily for you, I won't. And I don't have to, because of an exciting new product that Grassland Nutrition just released. Wild-caught, whole sardine capsules. And let me tell you why these are so much more than just a fish oil that isolates the fat and omega-3. These contain a whole food, like I said, the whole sardine. So all the benefits we spoke about that come from eating the whole fish, those are in these capsules. And they're freeze-dried in, so the nutrition profile remains. Now, I've known Kel and the team behind Grassland Nutrition for years. They're actually based here in Adelaide, which not a lot of people are based here. But don't worry, even though they're based here, they do ship to the US, Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and maybe a few other countries that I'm forgetting. And they were actually one of the first companies to bring grass-fed beef liver capsules to the Australian market. But what set them apart was that they didn't bring just liver. They combined it with kelp. And the reason for this was to increase iodine. Now, we spoke a little bit about iodine in today's video and how a lot of people are low in it. Yes, sardines are a great source, but kelp and other seafood, that is extremely rich in iodine. And I say all this to show that they understand synergy. They understand how eating the whole food, getting all the nutrients together, makes such a big difference. You're not just taking a supplement that does nothing. You're taking a supplement that contains a whole food, and that has a lot of potential. So when the team at Grassland Nutrition reached out to me to let me know that they were releasing sardine capsules, I was thrilled. Because if your feed is anything like mine right now, sardines are absolutely blowing up. And again, for good reason. They are extremely nutrient dense. They're also inexpensive. They're also available just about everywhere. And because they are low on the food chain, they're also low in mercury. And this is different from just consuming a fish oil or a cod liver oil even, because when you separate these fats, the omega-3 from the fish, it becomes very fragile. It oxidizes more easily. And that's why a lot of fish oils are rancid. When you consume the whole fish in capsule form, you're getting omega-3s, marine collagen, minerals, enzymes, and cofactors, exactly as they occur in nature. That synergy is powerful. Now, one of the first things I did when I got these from Kel is I opened them and I smelled them. And while they do smell a little bit fishy, obviously, it's nothing like a tin of sardines. It's not even anything like a fish oil. No off-putting smell, no fishy taste, and most importantly, no fishy burps. When I tell you this is a high-quality supplement, I mean it. I have seen the lengths that the team at Grassland Nutrition goes in order to ensure quality. And so many of the nutrients that are in sardines, people are seeking in isolation. Marine collagen is popular. Omega-3 supplements are popular. Vitamin D, B12, creatine. People are buying all of these separately. But with this, you can get them together, plus iodine, plus selenium, plus other trace minerals. So if you absolutely can't stomach the taste of sardines, this is your solution. Now, I don't mind sardines, they're not my favorite, but this has just allowed me to get more of them into my diet when I don't necessarily feel like eating them. So like I said, they ship within Australia, obviously, and to the US, Canada, the UK, New Zealand, and maybe some other countries. If you want to check them out, I'm going to put the link at the top of the description box down below, and make sure to use code Kait10 at checkout so they know I sent you. And that's also going to save you 10% off your order. When I tell you this is a great company with great people behind it, I mean it. But now let's zoom back out to the bigger picture. If you're someone who's working to reverse insulin resistance, sardines are one of the easiest foods you can include. They're inexpensive compared to wild-caught salmon, they're low in mercury because they're a small fish lower on the food chain, they're accessible and they're versatile. You can mash them with avocado and lemon, have them with eggs, toss them in your salad, or you can take them in capsule form and move on with your day. When people ask me what the most underrated foods are, sardines is always near the top of that list. They're one of the few foods that genuinely checks a lot of boxes. So here's my challenge to you. Over the next 4 weeks, I want you to include sardines at least 3 times a week. If you're bold, try it daily. Watch what happens to your skin, your energy, your cravings, and your mental clarity. And if you can't do it through food, do it through capsules. Sardines are not glamorous. but they're inexpensive and they're powerful. And at this point in the video, if you still hate them, at least I hope you understand why I recommend them. And if you want the capsule details, those are linked in the description box down below. If you do try sardines over the next month, come back and let me know in the comments how you feel. Did you notice a difference? Does your brain feel sharper? Do you have more energy? Or if you already eat them regularly, let me know right now. I think the results are gonna surprise you. Next, I want you to check out my video on breakfasts for insulin resistance. I rate them from worst to best, so find out how yours stacks up.